Hello everyone! Today we're going to be taking a look at and reviewing the latest episode of Beyblade Burst GT, which is episode 39. Now this is actually the debut of Master Diabolos, and there is a lot to go over. I am so hype. Actually genuine hype, because most of the time it's kind of like, okay, whatever, this thing's gonna happen. No, this time I'm actually a little bit excited. So with Beyblade Burst GT, it's sort of just like, it really is true that the series really just evolved sort of like just a commercial for the products with at least with the anime. The manga is actually way better written than the anime. With the anime, kind of feels a little bit stale with how everything is. So only when some things actually come through the anime, it actually gets me excited. So at least as a Beyblade fan, I should say. But how I watch these episodes, I go on Beyblade.jp, or you go to the Core YouTube channel. I use a VPN, Tunnel Bear, or I use Tunnel Bear this time around, and that's how I was able to make it actually work. Please do not put any sites, any illegal sites, pirating, whatever, or I will have to delete the comment. But let's get started. There's a new opening. So this opening, every time there's a new opening means it's a new saga. So the last one was the end of Apocalypse and the start of and it was Regalia Genesis starting off. So you know the part in the opening where they go whatever, right? So it shows Delta, Drum, and Amani. I got so excited. I was moving like crazy. Like, what? It's a new opening? So they go up in the air. So I don't know, are these like the GT3 now? So they all go, so Amani does a cool little kick, Drum goes for the smash, Delta goes for like a punch. So I don't know if these are like the GT3 or what's going on, maybe because there's no more threats other than one thing. So the bays are clashing, so instead of whatever they had before, the CGI is now replaced with a Gold Turbo Imperial and a Gold Turbo Master Diabolos that clashes. And you see Gywn. And you know what's really cool? So it's passing through Gywn, and you see it pass through Arthur Hone's Apocalypse, and Gywn starts to freak out, and it looks like he's getting corrupted, and he goes evil. And I've been saying, so in the anime, in the anime this is his own continuity, but in the manga, Gywn breaks Ashura, and breaks a lot of other bays very easily. Like I think that's just what he becomes. But it looks like in the anime he's gonna have something where, because Gywn's like a perfectionist, he wants to evolve Regalia Genesis, he wants to take it to perfection. In a way, very similar to Phi, but at least a different and unique way. I'm honestly waiting to see what's gonna happen. Now, there is like a common like speculation that's going around, like the idea that the final boss, or the last boss, I can't say final boss, same. Basically, I thought I had the idea that, Regalia Genesis will fuse with Apocalypse and it'll become one entity, and I think that makes a lot of sense if you think about it. Both of them have the infinite lock. I think it's really gonna be like the Phi situation with Dead Phoenix, and I just want to see what's gonna happen because it's so cool. So it looks like Gywn at some point is going to get corrupted to the point, because you notice that. Because the math equations that he had around him were always yellow, or the symbols, I should say, were always yellow. And then now they changed the purple, so clearly something's gonna happen. And you see his hair actually went up, so his hair does go up. You see, the rise, the Beyblade Burst Rise, the English site leaked the render of Gywn, and really did spoil the fact that he was gonna have this change. It really did. It really did. It's kind of funny how much Rise is spoiled so much for GT, but aside from that, so the actual episode, he battles against Amane very quick, and Drum is basically doing a flashback to his battle with Regalia, where he did like this big bang attack. No pun intended with that one. I'm not referring to, you get the point. If you get the reference, you get the reference. Alright, so basically, guess who challenges Arthur to a rematch? It is Delta. So, obviously it makes sense that Delta would come back after his Bay Evolved. I guess Arthur just decided to break his Bay again. I don't know why Arthur's so cocky considering that Drum beat him with a burst. And they're interested, like, oh, look at this. And then after Drum runs to Delta, and he's like, ah, Delta, and he gives him a hug. That's some pure stuff. And he likes his new Bey. Drum is really like Volt. Very, like, Iga was like his own thing, but like Drum really is like really close to Volt in terms of how they act and react. But basically, Arthur does the same cocky thing. Oh, I'm gonna defeat you. You're going to go down. And Delta is basically like, no, don't underestimate me. So Volt is the one who basically helps him actually create his evolved Diabolos. It's really cool to go through this whole process. I thought it was really cool, and Delta crafts his new Diabolos Bey. And he does reflect on the times where it wasn't really too friendly to Drum and everything. And you know, Delta's actually changed quite a bit. And his Bey's changing, he makes the mold. And, you know, Volt is helping him out, and he's cheering him on. He's saying, you know, you can do this. I believe in you. I thought it was really cool, and he's really happy to see Delta's Bey evolved. And it's really cool, too, because Generate kind of takes a similar aspect to the Power Driver, with how it sort of, like, locks in the spring. And with how Power works, it's sort of just like the impact, kind of like Absorb. But with Generate, it's sort of like the same thing, where it's like a lock at the start when it's aggressive. And it's just so cool how, like, all this stuff, like, bounces off each other. So, Delta challenges Arthur, and Arthur's like, oh, you're gonna go up against me? You know what's gonna happen? Like, you know, typical thing. Now, Gywn, I'm actually curious to see his transformation to becoming, like, truly evil, because he's watching the thing, and he sounds so creepy when he's watching the thing. And, you know, it is kind of true. Gywn did kind of say, you know, bro, you're gonna lose that fight against Arthur. There's no way you can beat him. And he was right, he lost, and his Bey broke. So, Delta goes up against him. Delta does not actually have a new launch, it's a little bit weird. Same with Drum. I don't think Delta or Drum actually has a new launch. This could just be the reason that because Beyblade Burst GT is 11 minutes instead of 20 minutes, and I do think that they don't have the same resources that they had with like Cho-Z in the previous seasons. Maybe they couldn't like have someone do like a new bank animation for the launch. If that makes any sense. If you don't know what bank animation means, you know how like every time the character launches the Bey, it's always the same shot? That's what bank animation is. So with Iga got like 3 different launches if you think about it. So the first launch, he copied Volt, whatever. And the second one he got a new one, and the third one he had one for Cho-Z Achilles. So it's a little bit weird not seeing a new launch. Maybe sometime, maybe near the end, there'll be some sort of new launch for Delta. But we're gonna move on actually from that point. So with Delta, right? With Delta and how he actually goes up against Apocalypse when he actually launches his Bey, they're both going crazy on the stadium. Like super crazy. Hits are being flown everywhere. Arthur's like, oh, you can knock my Bey around, can you? And basically, Diabolos is getting hit, and they talk about the gimmick of Generate, how Generate works. It's aggressive at the start, and then after it goes straight into stamina. It's really cool. Like, to be honest, it really is cool. So Delta is just easily beating Apocalypse, already getting it to the point where it's close to being able to burst. And it goes to the flashback where it's like, you know, Delta, you know, you can do this. You have to believe in yourself. And basically, Diabolos charges against Volt. And this is a reused shot of bank animation where Delta did the whole power-up thing where it goes Gold Turbo. But this is the new Diabolos avatar. Really, not too much has changed. So if you're wondering, it's completely red now because that's how Diabolos was before. It was black, then after it turned red. Now, I'm sure some are wondering what's with the blue. So I was wondering this too, and actually it forgets that on the screws you put a sticker of blue on there. On the master layer base. To be honest, like, it does kind of look cool just having the blue on, like, the avatar thing. It's like blue magma thing, like blue flames. I thought that was super cool. And honestly, I like the updated Diabolos. Like, it's a subtle change. It's like Achilles. Like, I like how Achilles has, like, subtle changes when it evolves. So, Gold Turbo, and, you know, obviously, you know, Apocalypse is gonna go, oh, Dark Turbo. And Delta has a new special move, which I have to replicate this. It is called, like, Buster Upper, I think? Yeah. So basically, he, like, punches his fist up in the air. So this is what's gonna replace the whole bullet to cannon, right? Buster Upper. Get this. Diabolos in right rotation goes for the smack, and guess what? He beats Apocalypse. The score is Delta's favor. I believe one time. I'm pretty sure it should be in Delta's favor. Yeah, no, Delta wins with like the score being 1-0, and I'm just like curious how that's gonna go on, because the next episode Delta just uses left rotation, which I guess, you know, fair enough. No, but seriously, no, that special move with Delta's like, you know, oh, Buster, upper, and honestly, it was so cool just seeing Apocalypse get defeated by Delta, because you wouldn't expect it, right? You wouldn't expect Apocalypse just to lose right away, but hey, man, sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens. Yeah, Delta has a score of 0-1, and next episode is going to be left. So ends up like that. It's like, oh, Delta, he's buying us Apocalypse. Yeah, Delta's gonna win. He's using left rotation now. And yeah, hopefully it's gonna be cool. Apocalypse versus Diabolos. And this is a really cool shot. We're charging against it. Yeah, that's gonna be it. I'm excited to see where how Gywn's gonna change and whatever, and evolve and all that really awesome stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of cool shots in this episode. This one especially was really cool. I'm trying to see if there's any other cool shots I have. No, that's it. That's it. Honestly, I think all this stuff is really cool. I really like when Delta punches up in the air. It's like, Buster, up! I thought that was really cool. So aside from that, I don't know why I'm just like so hyped. It wasn't really that crazy. It was just a cool episode. But in the comment section below, you can tell me your thoughts. Tell me your thoughts on Gywn too. I personally think he's gonna just like slowly build up and become this like villain, and I think he's definitely gonna be the last boss. Definitely. I don't think it'd make any sense for Regalia just to be the same thing till the end. Especially when you consider Gywn and how he wanted to destroy Drums Bay. Like, he's just evil. Like, it's evil! But that's gonna be it for now. Thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful day. And make sure, actually, since this is an episode review, at the time right now, I've already done my review of Diabolos, matched Diabolos in some battles. And also check out my review of Naked Spriggan. Yes, that is the name, Naked Spriggan. And there'll be more videos like that. Honestly, new releases are really sick for this month. But bye, and have a awesome and amazing Burstful day.